so hard. Now everything is easy 'cause of you.
It's time for Hearth and Home, presented by Ulmer's Drug and Hardware, your home for hardware, health, and everything else. On Lake Street in Homer, helping you live your best life since 1977. Ulmer's open 7 days a week. Do you know how many times Tiffany and I have been working on one of our rentals, a vacation rental, or one of our rental properties, or the office here, or just our house, and we're working on something and we're like, oh, I don't have this. Quick, I wonder if Ulmer's is open. Yes. And do they have what I need? Yes. Do they have great service? Yes. And I say this not just as somebody who's paid to promote them. I say it as somebody who considers myself part of the Ulmer's family. I started in 1993 working. Scott took a chance on me. Never forgotten that. Scott Ulmer started something fantastic with, actually, his father did in the 40s in Anchorage. And they've carried on the tradition, the family tradition of Ulmer's Drug and Hardware here in Homer since 1977 on Lake Street. So check them out. Now, I called this morning because here's the thing. I've been thinking a lot about environment inside your home. And I noticed this morning our house was at 56% humidity. And I thought, well, that's odd. Now, so our little thermostats got a what would you call it? A humidistat built right in, so we know what the internal humidity is of the house. And I thought, well, that's interesting because what if it didn't? I've never had that before. With this house, yeah, it's smarter than I am, so it's got that built in. But I didn't know before. I had no clue. And plus, I had no clue where it should be. Is 56 okay? Actually started out 58 by the time I was paying attention, really paying attention, it was down to 56. I'm curious because we made a couple of adjustments. So I'm really curious what's going to happen when I get home and see where it's at. But bottom line is I was curious, what is good indoor air quality relative to humidity? So I looked up online, found the EPA has it set at 50% relative humidity. In other words, you want to be 50% or less, preferable less, but above 40. So they actually said somewhere between 30 to 40. Some sites were saying 30 to 40, but the EPA says less than 50. So between 40 and 50, because I've noticed at 30 something, it's not the optimal humidity. So here's a few things that could go awry if you don't have the right humidity. You could get musty odors in your home, basement, crawl space, allergic reactions to mold, dust mites, etc. Visible mold growth in your home with too much humidity, cupped floors, feeling that muggy or sticky feeling, visible condensation. Water. See, that's what happened to us on our front door. There was some condensation. I'm like, that's really unusual. What's going on here? Peeling paint, wallpaper, etc. So I thought, okay, what if you don't have a humidistat in your home? What do? I called Ulmer's Drug and Hardware, talked to Bob. Bob said, oh, yeah, of course we have them. Not only do they have humidistats to check it out if you don't have one, they also have humidifiers if you need it, or the opposite, a dehumidifier. So Ulmer's Drug and Hardware, they've got everything you need. Make sure your home is at the right humidity so you have a healthy home. Comfort and health, two huge parts of living in any small space. And what if you're renting? Same thing. Check it out. Now, before you invest in your own humidifier or dehumidifier, if you're finding yourself somewhere below 30 to 40 or way above 50, talk to your landlord. See if they'll help. Maybe they can do something, because it's in their best interest that you have not just a healthy home to live in, but also it's investing in their own property, because too dry, got problems. Too humid, you got problems. Ulmer's Drug and Hardware, your home for hardware, health, and everything else. Literally, I just proved it. Everything you need at Ulmer's Drug and Hardware. The art of thinking, and we're going to do real estate by the numbers here on the Peninsula when we return to Radio Realty.